Joe, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
Can you tell me a little bit about your granddaughter Zoya?
Well, granddaughter Zoya is very special, is very beautiful. You've seen her pictures probably. Amazing. I keep telling people, the most beautiful baby I've ever seen. Not being prejudiced, but the facts is she's very beautiful with hair and eyes and everything. She's the second baby for my son. She was born nice, beautiful, normal. Several months later, start realizing that she's not, improving as a, 4-month-old or 6-month-old or whatever. She was like skinny and not doing stuff that's supposed to do. So that's when they start therapy. And her mother, she heard, every time they hear about some of them are extensive therapy. So there was one in Ukraine, some clinic known worldwide. So took her there, she was going to spend a month there or more. Before she left, back then they were in Nogales, Mexico. So they went and did the genetic test, after about a year, did the genetic test, and then right after that she went to Ukraine for that world-known clinic. After a week or two where she was there, then the result came back, maybe more than a week or two. It probably took maybe 3 or 4 weeks. So we got the test. And we cried for about a week, the whole family, when we were reading. We never heard of this genetic disorder. We were reading it like several pages explaining symptoms, life and all that stuff. It really was devastating for the whole family. And I'm sure it's more devastating for her parents. So she called off the training, the therapy, and so it came back. And, it's been living day by day, and every time she does a little bit, it's a feast.
Yeah.
And she used to mumble a few words like mama or something, but now it's like, no reaction, whatever you tell her. And I've tried, like 1,000 times, mama, papa, no. And she would look at me and smile. She's a good hugger. She will hug you and squeeze, don't let go. And she smiles so easy. So that's kind of nutshell about Zoya. And when we heard about this, everybody was excited. Because when we heard about the disorder, everybody, like neurologists, doctor, pediatrician, we never heard about this. We don't know anything about it. We don't know anybody who knows anything about it. Until now, like recently in the past several months, everybody was excited. It's like we're all looking for a miracle after all this, what she's been through, looking for a miracle. But we think that miracle is happening through science, not just like a...
Direct.
Yeah. So that's what we believe. That's how strong we believe about this whole thing. So really appreciate that. And
That's
great. As soon he couldn't come, my son couldn't come because it's like a 12-hour flight and he doesn't have vacation times and all that stuff. As soon as they asked me, I said, sure, I'll be glad to come here. And so far it's very good. I like to know more, especially now there is something more than, I think 3 years ago, nothing was there to learn about or, absorb. But now there is hope. And I think that miracle is probably slowly happening.
Yeah.
How
old is Zoya now?
She's 5 years old.
5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking off camera a little bit. You said your son and his family with Zoya, they travel a lot.
Well, like every 2-3 years they move from one country to another. So that's part of his job.
And with that, you said they do a lot of preparation and making sure.
Yeah, they, if they tell them there is a project in X country, before they commit to that, because they have to sign a contract, before he commits to that, he does his research about the country, the place they're going to live in. And based on what is available for Zoya, then they'll say yes or no. I mean, he got offers from other countries that he turned down. But this one, offer in Mauritius Island, he did a lot of research before that. And when he found everything is okay, then he accepted it and moved. He's been there for about a year and a half. He has maybe another year and a half too. And then he has to move somewhere else. So probably do the same thing.
Yeah. Now, as Grandpa, as your role, not even looking at Zoya, but your son, how did you support your son through the process of the diagnosis and helping him get through the difficult time?
Well, my wife had a brother that had a polio, so she's been through that her own. That brought memory to her, especially. We're very close to each other, supporting him on everything, every front. I mean, it's like still treating him like a baby right now. And his wife, this is the other baby for us. And, the grandbaby, there's no limit there. We're there for them. Sometimes, she had I think she heard about another clinic. I mean, obviously in Ukraine was not available. So there was another clinic. They do intensive therapy in Yugoslavia, I think. So she went there. And my wife and I went to kind of keep the other kid. They have a 7-year-old also. Her name is Layla. So we went there kind of support and for her, to be away from the house. So we'll take care of the other kid. It's mostly moral support and, just hug when we when we see them, and whatever they need, we're here for them.
Yeah. With this sort of diagnosis and them especially traveling so often, what do you think the value of community is?
Well, it's amazing when they move somewhere. It's like a magnet. Especially my son and his wife, they're kind of very sociable. As soon as they land somewhere, give them a few weeks, and they have like a big group of people. They come to them, they go visit. So this community thing, they're a magnet. They kind of quickly. I mean, they're sociable. They open their house, invite people, and everybody loves them. So this is a big support for them when they, move from one country to another. They gather their friends quickly.
Yeah, well, that's good, and that I think shows in. Recently, you were just telling me about a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
That you guys launched. Can you tell me about that?
Well, GoFundMe, we kind of were surprised about that because my son is not into that at all. This is his first GoFundMe item. Excuse me. When we heard about it, it's like, wow, good. Let's see what you can do. And then we spread the word, especially with our friends and relatives and all that. And suddenly it started growing like every day. It moves thousands of dollars up, which was really good. I mean, his friends, our relative, like sisters, and, everybody was jumping in as soon as they heard. He wrote a good piece on Zoya. Of course, everybody knows Zoya. She's like a star. As soon as they heard, they just jumped. Some of them were hesitant because I don't know if they have different experience with that. It's like, we'd rather give it straight to you instead of an organization. So my wife was she's the PR. was explaining to everybody, this is going for research for this group of people that are researching this particular thing. So nothing goes to my son. So, I mean, some of them end up giving, but there was some hesitation about giving to.
Where it's
But
going.
I said, this is for Zoya at the bottom line. So everybody jumped in, and really, I think we were at the 60s or 60,000 within 2 days or 3 days.
Wow.
That's how quickly it spread.
That
And
is-
now I think it's leveling off. So, but it was like first 3 days we got $60,000.
and now what is it up to?
I haven't checked today or yesterday. Probably 80 something.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yesterday. Well, day before yesterday when I checked.
And that money, especially with a diagnosis that involves the GABA gene, right,
Yeah.
is so important because there's not a lot of research that has been done.
It's
Right.
it's it's not just a science. This is like a miracle, really, to us
Yeah.
and to everybody that we know. It just kind of came in as a gift, and it is a miracle through scientists and whoever is organizing all this. It's really a blessing. That's how we consider it.
Yeah.
And that's probably why all this overwhelming help that everybody pitch in. Because I have a lot of people like my sister, my other sister, and well, actually all my sister, they dedicated their life for prayers, asking for a miracle and all that. And they most of them are convinced that this is a miracle happening. Something is happening right now, finally, if you ask somebody now, yeah, we know about it. There is a big research going on. Hopefully, in the next few years, we'll have some treatment that, would still help Zoya. So hopefully that's what will happen.
That's incredible.
That's what we're looking for.
To finish off, is there anything that you would want to say to anyone out there that that may be receiving this diagnosis right now or maybe getting it in the future to help them through this hard time?
Well, being an architect and working on some clinic and hospitals and all that, I know what goes into research facilities. I mean, nothing is, from 100% fresh air to all these equipment that they have, even like a dentist would have $30,000 for one little room. So everything is so expensive. I understand that. And I understand that the federal grants are now scarce. So it's like we're on our own. Hopefully, we'll do more GoFundMe and, everybody will pitch in. Hopefully we'll cover everything.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I know from experience how much research is difficult and expensive, and and those researchers, I always admire them. They're dedicated to their work, and from what I heard so far from the people that it's really amazing. I even love them more, and I'm looking forward for the rest of the day and tomorrow to kind of learn more and hopefully, understand more.
That's amazing. Well, thank you for your time, Joe.
Thank you.